A little bit of time ago, we got to catch up with the Splinterlands team at NFT NYC. Splinterlands is one of the OG games of NFT Gaming that has been around for years, and this interview features Matt, one of the co-founders of the project. Matt shared his insight about how NFTs have changed over time, how the market is affecting things now, and what is ahead for Splinterlands. So stay tuned for this exclusive interview coming right at you from NFT NYC. Well, welcome, Matt, to the interview here today at NFT NYC 2022. Matt, how's it going? How's your experience been so far here?
The experience has been awesome. It is quite different than the last time I was here, which was in 2020, right before COVID. There was maybe like 300 people.
Oh, really?
So it's like totally different world these days.
So, I mean, Splinterlands is like one of the OG blockchain games, right? And so back then, if you're talking about a conference only having a couple hundred people a couple of years ago, now it's 15,000 plus. Like, did you ever think it would get to here as you guys started Splinterlands? Is this kind of crazy, mind-blowing to you, or is this what you expected?
I don't think anything. Was not prepared for anything that was happening, these days in the entire space back when we started Splinterlands. Like, you could say anything that's happening in the crypto space, and I'd have been like, "No, you're crazy. That's never gonna happen." So
that's awesome. And so the Splinterlands team is here at NFT NYC. What is the purpose of you guys coming here? Is this marketing? Is this to learn connections? Like, what do you guys hope to get out of this?
I don't think we have a specific agenda. I think it's pretty much everything. It's also fun. I love talking to people about this. There's so many, very different now than years ago. There's like so many people that come up and we're like, "Hey, do you know about Splinterlands?" They're like, "Yeah, I play all the time," which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just meet players, we meet fans, we meet lots of new people who just, when we talk about it, they love the project because they played Hearthstone or Magic or whatever it is, and you kind of explain it, and it's just, people's eyes light up. And they ask all these questions like, "Oh, you can rent cards, and how should I do it? And like, what's this ability here?" And the physical promo cards that we have, and so it's just fun.
Are there people coming to your booth that don't know anything about Splinterlands? Like, how do you interact? How do you tell them about that if they come here and they're like, "What the heck is Splinterlands?"
Yeah. I mean, I'd say the majority, aren't, or maybe they've heard of it but haven't played it or any of those things. So I approach it from, if they're familiar with trading card games at all. There's a big divide, right? So some people are like, "Yeah, I'm a legend Hearthstone player," versus like, "No, I don't do any of this." So, you have different kind of conversations, but it's run the gamut of experience.
Yeah, and it's really interesting being here, especially now, a couple of weeks after a huge market crash, right? And I know Splinterlands, you guys have been here for a while. You've seen this for a long time, right? So like, I'm curious to hear your opinion. What lessons have you guys learned through bear markets or harder times that you could give to both players and maybe other games even?
Yeah, I mean, obviously bear markets are tough, but things like leverage kill you. But you have to have a long-term mindset here. I mean, that's it. That's all you need, a long-term mindset. So, I've held through bear markets and everything. So as long as you don't need the cash, as long as you're not forced to sell, and as long as you just have a long-term mindset, like, typically you'll probably be well off in the space.
I wonder how hard it is to get for you guys, because you and Agrod are essentially, the top dogs, face of the company in some ways, right? And it's so interesting to watch the community that, I'm heavily involved in. And in a bull market, everyone's like, "Oh, this is the best. You guys are the most genius people ever." And then the bear market turns to like, "Oh, you guys are a scam. How could you?" Like, how do you handle that? Does that not bother you at all? Do you like?
I mean, it's easier because we can point to what happened in the previous bear market. Like, obviously, I don't know what's going to happen, but like, my guess is that we will come out of the bear market. Splinterlands will still be here, and hopefully that's, where our next 10x growth phase kicks in. So, we can point to 2018, 2019 and say, well, here's what happened last time. No guarantee of the future, but like, it generally worked out pretty well for everyone who stuck around through that period.
Yeah. How about, I know you guys just released the ranked rewards. I've been enjoying them. I don't know about you. How do you think that's gone for? Is this kind of achieving the goals that you've seen? I know it's still early to try to read all the data and stuff like that, but what's your take so far on these new rewards?
Yeah, I mean, it's 100%, in my opinion, we're moving in the right direction. I mean, one thing I try to tell everyone is like, this is not it. It is not done. It is a first pass, and we have stuff to work on. But just like anecdotally, I've been motivated to play the game more than I ever have in the past. Like I've been spending way more time just like, oh, you need to get that next chest. You need to, the competitiveness in the game has gone up significantly, which is always a good sign. So I just, as a player, you can clearly see and feel that like it's moving in the right direction. And then we just have to go through and fix the little details.
Yeah, I mean, I've already gotten 5 packs in gold, so I'm a happy player. What about the roadmap ahead? What do you say? What's the most exciting thing? You guys got a lot on there for the next year. What are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about our validator node software. We've started the license sale for that, and the software is going to be ready, at the latest by the end of the year, but hopefully a bit earlier than that. That really takes the whole thing to the next level. As far as like the decentralized player ownership of the entire platform. So it's not just, own your NFTs or own your cryptocurrencies, but like ownership and governance of the whole game platform itself is just like the next level. Yeah,
it seems like you guys are really the ones pushing that forward. And I expect once those things can come down the road, a lot of games probably will start looking towards you guys if you want to be a decentralized game. And, I think in some ways you guys are paving the path.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's on the roadmap for a lot of projects, and they have a lot of different ways of potentially accomplishing it. But yeah, the first version should be ready very soon, and it's just all a learning experience and experimentation. But the goal is very simple: is to, give the ownership, give the control to the players, to the community.
Yeah. Well, to wrap up here, I know we got a lot of Splinterlands fans. So anything you want to shout out here at NFT NYC to them?
Yeah, I mean, this is the time. Bear markets are the time, when the fortunes are made, when the stories are great, down the road. So the people that leave, they regret it. And the people that stick through it are the ones that come out on top.
There we go. Diamond hands. All right.
That's it.
Good. Thanks, Matt.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Well, thank you everyone for watching this interview. If you have not heard about Splinterlands before, then check out this video about the research report that Balthazar did on this game. You can also go to Balthazar's website to check out more on our research and our launch pad for games. Thank you, gracias, salamat for watching. I'll see you over in that next video. Take care.